Malala le tonga katape malala mali I hope I ke mo me mai ke tau program e ke tu site ko ni ke tau program mai ko health talk pe mo fai te kau pe mo to kita Dr Ray Ebrahim pe ke tau program ai fe fini te tau to pe ke fai mai ai lotu e fai te kau ko ni ko ne malolo atu ai ko Pastor Lucy te mata ia te ta ni ngai lotu na fa fai te program ni ko ai qual Emeline fa amunite como ko husa ke fa fini pe pe fo ke kia Dr Ray ko mau kesia he fa fini mo tau programa ko health talk
Ke tau lotu, e ke o mau whawhetai pe mau whamalo ke awhiona. E hoa koe ni o mau ate mo menit whaofa koe ni koe mau lotu. Mau ilo kai kia ha lotu ha ataha i mamani te kesitu a mea ke kei whanongo pe neongo e whewa e mo ui e tokolahi. Kau kei whanongo pe awhiona ko mau lotu ia. Ngai whae uli ake mari mo e whanau i api. Mo whanga makapuna ka nau kakau atu he otu motu o tonga ni ko e whekumi ko aki haki talavou ke ofai. Ko mau lotu ia e hapaya ko tuku atu he platform ko ni tuku lolo. Ke whakapapau i he whewhine mari ko toa pe o nofo i he whakakono mari. Ke whakapapau i he whewhine mari ko toa pe koe ni whanau ke ne tauhi. Ke whakapapau i he whewhine mari ko toa pe o koe hono whanga makapuna ke ne tauhi. Pako ta whenga mo e alunga ia e tapuak mo e monua mamani. Ke ne nofo he tafaaki o Orioni. Toi he malu o Orioni e o toa. Ka nou bepe sisi e mauhanga ko wholwhola. Mono whakawa te mauri ake ngai mea. Na mau fuakawa mo mau ilo. Totonu me awhina ko mea ke mau tauhi. Ko mau ngai tofia ke mau tauhi. Ka mau hanga ki mamani fulipe. He ku alaha mai foki a kakano. Ku ngau e ma kakano. Hori tuu mai a kakano. Pe taalo ma kakano. Io koe mooni o fie ma o sa atana ia ke vilo e ne ngawe. Koe lea ia o ikai ke fie whanongo ke ai ngai whae toko lahi, ngai tamai toko lahi, to utupu toko lahi, mo e kakai toko lahi. Ka koe mau fie o tua ko mau lotu ia ma au. Ngāwi ho nau loto ke nau whoki mai, ke nau mari, whoki mai ke nau whanau, whoki mai ko nau whakamapuna. Tauhi ho nau loto ke awhiona, pea tauhi ho nau loto ke nau ofa nau mari. E ki koe lotu ia me te whito au loto. O ku lahi e mahaki ia ko ia tai nini. Ai koe mahaki ia whakai kakano, mahaki ia whakai loto, mahaki ia whakai hori tuu. Ai mo ui, kai whawhetai ke awhiona. O kei sātai pia sātai. Ke awhio hifo ni mea hoko ke kakai. He nau unu mai ke nau ilo. O taha peta ko taha whai kai ko leko koe si sukrais. Whawhau ki ho tamai ho wholwhola. Ko koe au whihau ke tamai pau ke mau whoka toa iho alo. Whawhetai e ke mau kore pongpongini. He wafa sisu Christ ko mau whamui. Amen.
DWN, Tonga World News Radio Station.
Eki e te oi oi pe
Malo ka lava leleia e tau kamata e tau programa ka koe o ki heli whaki a Dr. Ray o kune lea mai matik tau tonu mi vavao. Dr. Ray, you in vavao right now, huh?
Yeah.
What's the exciting thing about vavao today?
Yeah, it's sunshine today.
Okay.
It's warmer than Nuku'alofa.
Nuku'alofa, okay.
Yeah, it's warmer here and the weather is fantastic. Like I feel like I want to take my boat and go for a ride there.
Last time, like I said, I was in Vava'o, it was 1989. So way back in the many moons ago. And ko Dr. Ray, poki ko tau tokitaya may tonga, kaya ko in a clinic, the Genesis Clinic. And today, Dr. Ray, share with us what are we going to be talking about today?
Okay, last week when we talked, we decided to talk today about the NRV, the nutrition reference value.
Okay.
So what is the recommended daily intake of all the vitamins and minerals we need to take per day to keep ourselves healthy?
Okay.
But to keep yourself healthy, it's not an easy word. A lot of people, they said we eat healthy. But again, what healthy mean for them?
Okay.
Today, before we start talk about the nutrition reference value and the recommended daily intake, the RDI, I would like to mention two things. What is the difference between calories and kilojoules? What is the difference between dietitian and nutrition, like dietitian and nutritionist?
Okay.
I start from the calories. American guideline or the FDA, they always measure about calories.
Okay.
The calories, the history of the calories starts from 19th century by Dr. Edward. And since this, the American and the FDA, many countries, they use the old fashioned, as we can call it, calories. When you go to the supermarket to buy food, they measure everything with calories. Yeah.
Okay.
In Australia, they measure everything with calories, but when we do nutrition or dietitian, or we give nutrition advice to the people, actually we do the kilojoules. And I want everyone today to just like get pen and paper to follow me.
Okay.
Because what we will say, it's very important.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're ready.
Okay. Confirmado que está. O penny mo pepa que está toi. I got nutrient reference values. I got man is this the one that we reference? How many? Can you repeat that, Dr. Ray? The NRV.
Okay. The nutrition reference value. That's NRV.
Right.
That's Australian New Zealand guideline.
Okay.
This guideline built up with a group of scientists, doctor, dietitian, nutrition.
Okay.
It's a huge study and it's very good. We will put the website so everyone can go there and do the calculator, like the calculation for himself. Australian New Zealand guideline, we follow kilojoules. We are not follow the calories. To convert calories to kilojoules, it's 4.1. So each calorie, so each 1 calorie equal 4.1 kilojoule. So
how
if
you spell the kilo? KILOGEL?
Yeah. J. Kilojoule. So gels with J. Yeah. So 1 calorie equal 4.1 kilojoules.
Okay.
What is the difference? Calories, this on the 19th century, made by Dr. Edward. And since this, the old fashioned use the calories, which is the FDA and American guideline, we use calories.
Right.
Okay. I'm just like go inside the room. So.
Oh yeah, that's fine, Dr. Ray, because Dr. Ray is in Bavaria right now.
Okay.
Before we move forward, Dr. Ray, let me just translate this a little bit. Go NRV, go nutrient reference values, go ni go guideline ini Australia mo New Zealand. Kagu ne behe aya, ogu na fao ini hai kau group togeta, go kagai go ni nutritionists, dietitians, and all those people. Aya go guideline ini Australia, New Zealand. Ko American of now calories, I go for a calorie taha of equal to 4.1 kilojoule. I go convert. Kapag New Zealand, kapag American, that's how you gonna convert it. But the I go have no pay or compare ke 1900. I go tahiman no century ko ya. With Dr. Edward. What is Dr. Edward like? So we're gonna go ahead and have you continue, Dr. Ray, but you're asking what's the difference of the calories and the kilojoule? Is that what the question? Refer to the 19th century with Dr. Edward who?
Who create the family name of Dr. Edward? It's not in my brain right now.
Okay, that's fine.
But he's the one who started to do experiment and almost 1,000 patients, and he started doing the measurement, and the one who is doing the calories. Since we have the kilojoules, look, both of them it's like terminology.
Right, terminology, right? Okay.
Terminology, but why New Zealand, Australia, New Zealand? They dealing with the kilojoules, not with calories, because both
Okay.
of them, in a simple way, they measure the energy, like what you eat. That's all the source of energy go to your body. So
Okay.
for example, if you eat 10,000 calories a day and you want to lose weight, so you will burn 13,000 calories or 2,000 calories. It depends about the plan for weight loss.
Okay.
But with kilojoules, it's deeper. For example, we have something called BMI, which is body mass
Body,
index.
yes, body mass index, right? Okay.
With the calories, they ignore the BMI.
Okay,
With the
right.
kilojoules, will not ignore the BMI. For example, your tall, like your height, your weight, this we calculated in kilojoules.
Okay.
Okay. With calories, we do different way. In calories, okay, you tell me what you eat a day, and the dietitian or the nutrition will give you straight away what you're in. Like if you want to lose this amount of your weight, we do the measure for you in calories.
Right.
But sometimes you look to, like, for example, the rugby player. They are, if you look to them, all of them overweight.
Right.
When you see someone do bodybuilding with all these type of muscles, if you measure them, they overweight.
Right.
Okay. But it's not work like this. Not all overweight is obesity.
Right.
Okay? So for me, the kilojoules, it's measured, first of all, we get your tall, your height, belong to your weight, and we measure your hips. Like we take from the belly button, around the belly button, to get this measure. And then to measure the hip, because that's showing us where the most fat restored in your body.
Right.
With kilojoules or calories, why both of them? For example, if your diet 10,000 calories a day, which is mean that's 40,000 kilojoules.
Okay.
Or actually 42,000 kilojoules.
Right. Because
okay.
It's 4.1. Okay.
Yeah, 41, 42. Because some reference, they said 4.1. Some reference, they said 4.2. So the range
Depends.
like 41, 40,000.
Right.
So if we go with the kilojoules, we go deeper. Like we need to do the hormone. Like, you know, it's very important when you lose weight or you give diet to someone to make the hormone balance.
Okay.
You'll end up with hormone imbalance that will be like life, not life-threatening, but the life will be miserable.
Okay.
So when we do calories, like people, they went to the gym, they exercise, and then the machine tell them, wow, 1,000 calories, 2,000 calories. And they went home, they happy.
Right.
They burn 2,000 calories.
Mm-hmm.
But in calories, how fast you burn 2,000 calories or 4,000 calories in how many minutes? That's if you wanna go to the guideline of the calories. With the kilojoules, it's different.
Okay.
With the kilojoules, it's very important. So at least with the kilojoules, you will burn 20,000 kilojoules.
Right.
So your daily can be between the safe way. The safe,
safe
way.
Okay.
Yeah, you burn 8.7 kilojoules.
Okay.
Which is, if you time it by 4, so you need, if you went to the gym, you need, before you go home, to be burned at least 30,000 calories.
Okay.
So because people, they said, I went to gym and I do my best and I burn this amount of calories, but I'm not losing weight. If you look to the American show, The Biggest Loser, have you watched this program?
Yes, I watch that sometimes, yes.
Yeah, you know what happened there?
What
every
happened?
every day, if you can imagine, they burn 30,000 calories a day. We have in the NRV, we have the source of energy in your body, which is, we have carbohydrate, we have protein, and we have fat. Okay. So when the Biggest Loser show start, now what happened? These people eat. They eat every day according to the recommended daily intake. When we measure the BMI, okay. Now what we will do, because these people, in fact, they store a lot of energy in their body in type of fat.
You're saying energy, is that what you're referring to? They store a lot of energy and fat. Okay. I have a question, Dr. Ray, because I think according to the BMI here in America, because I think I had my BMI, I'm somewhere around 31, I believe, which I heard that around 30 and over, you at the obesity side of thing. But
yeah,
I don't look like a weight like that, but can you explain why is it like if it's just over 25, I believe, or over in the BMI, and then you in the border of obesity, you know?
Okay. You remember when I told you at the beginning, not everyone,
right?
it's like it's looking like obesity or sick, because we have the bodybuilding.
Right.
We have to consider a lot of things. Number one, there is people born and the bone mass is heavy.
Yes, like myself, like the Pacific Islander, huh?
Yeah, I like you can see a skinny guy, but his bones is so, the mass of the bone is so heavy. Okay. And I think one of the genes in Tongan people, they like the bones. Oh my gosh. Like it's like blessing from God, even the power.
Right.
I remember when see truck on the street, a big truck, it's break down in the road, and 4 person jump from the truck and they push it. They push it, but I feel like they push a small car. And they keep pushing, and the truck is the big truck. And I just like, wow, you know, I think these 4, if you bring another 20 people from anywhere in the world, they can't push this truck. And the other thing, because they have the feeling they stop the traffic, it's not only push the truck. Can you imagine they left the truck from the road to the side of the road? They left it by their hand. Forget about people. They left it. And I've been like, this is a Guinness record for me. But this type of power, it's gifted from God.
Right. But Dr. Ray, let me say something. Be to kita ko tapwa kaya pito ho tao kakaito nga. Ko body mass index ko ni hangay ko 4 ko ni ho tao The body mass index, is that how you measure the fat in the body, Dr. Ray, or no?
There is two measures. One's
Okay.
called BMI, body mass index, and the other one, hip index.
The hip index.
And I will tell you the difference.
Okay.
The body mass index, that's measure your height and your weight.
Your weight, okay.
But many scientists, they don't like this one because what you said now, like I feel not this type of obesity.
Right,
you know?
right.
And they have another view. They said people, they born with heavy bones.
Right.
Okay, what you will do for them?
That's what I'm trying to explain in Tonga, Dr. Ray. Let me explain now. I understood it. Guy ko body mass index ya ko fuaya hololo ape mo mama fa. Ni hanga ia tala me ko ya ka pe to ita. He ko ilo ko fika ko ko BMI na o mai ko he ko fua fa mo ko tolu taha. Ko be pa ke na toria ko te pikita ke tolu make wanima o avakio o ovakio lungai o te I he pota ki te ko obesity ka ku pepa he to taia ko tau tonga o ku tau fu tapa ke apita tau toria ho tau sino he kwai ko tau toria nai whanau I tau toria moe me tapua ki kon o iwi malohi pe mo tau hui ko tau hui tato mamafa neo o te siat kita he tonga o ku sino lahi pe ia o ka ke ku sino pe ia ka ku mamafa he hui ia. It's a blessing. Ko tapua kia ka tau tolu ai ka kaitonga. Me e kun uklavi mai ko kia to kita. Go ahead, Dr. Ray.
So we have the other measure we call the hip.
Right.
So they measure the hip. Why the hip? Because that's where the most dangerous fat stored in everyone body. So we measure the belly, we measure the hip. The hip, now we can tell you are obesity or not.
Okay. Ai be to ta ko fo le ba ko ai hip ai ko tau ko ngalo to ya. Ko ne be ya ko fo an ko ku fa tu ta ma ki lai ta. E ko me ko no fo ko ai tau pe ai nga ko I ho tau sino. Ka ko tai me ko o ku to ton wai ko te ha e o mai e fo ko no be o ku tau I to unga ko ni obese. A hip index ai ko fu ai ko tau ko ngalo to he ko me no fai ko nga ko mo pe ko fit. Okay, Dr. Ray, thank you.
So I think this any question for the introduction before we go to the nutrition reference value for this, because I will stop to explain more.
Yes. I don't think so. I have any other question because I already explained this, and I think we can go on to the NRV. And I can. Do you want me to pull up that website that you?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me do that.
Okay. When we go to this website, you have calculation. You see the calculation on your left hand?
Okay.
If you press the calculation.
Okay.
Okay, now it's open to you, the age.
Okay.
And then the type.
Let me just put in the age type, the years.
Yeah.
There's female.
Yeah.
What is this? Show energy or show nutrients? Which one we want to show?
No, I want to show nutrient. So press nutrient.
Okay.
Okay. So now if you go, they open to you a lot of things.
Right.
See here?
Yes.
So if you click all, it will show you all, but if you just click one, it will open to you what is recommended for you.
Okay, so for example, the protein.
Yeah, so if you press protein, and then press OK down, now it will show you for your age. Yeah.
Okay.
It will open to you what you need from the protein. See,
I see.
the light is easy.
Okay.
See your age there, what you need from the protein.
Okay. Right.
Okay. The RD, so here we have the RDI, so the recommended daily intake of the protein. Okay, it's 46. Okay.
Okay. Okay, let me translate that. RDI ko recommended daily intake. Intake, yeah? Aya ko lahia protein o now hanga ko ni or recommend my get to take faka aho. Aya ko fao no eh? Go ahead, Dr. Ray. Aya ko tau ko fefine ko tau ko ni mata ke fitu noa. What is the EAR?
The EAR, that's the minimum you can have per day.
Okay, that's the minimum we can have. I go
less
EAR
than this one.
Okay, I got EAR ya ko tao pe ko that's ko CC ya ko take firma ko ke take EAR ho eh. I go pag RDI level ko file no eh. Okay.
If you press back
and
change the age to 12 years old, like change the age to 12 years old,
I go Hawaii
and keep everything but put protein, nutrition, and protein and press submit.
Okay, so I gonna fight again tao tahawa pero mo tao
here. Look what happened. Give us boys and girls. So if you, because why? I'll explain to you. Can you go to show what the boys need and what the girls need of protein per day? The RDI
is the 40 and the 35.
Okay, so the boys here need 40. So the protein for boys is important than the girls.
Okay. Is that why is it because the boys are more active?
Because the boys need to build the muscles.
Okay. Aya ka lahin protein of firma ko ni ki fa now ko ni mehita o hiba ke ta tatalu. Dr. Ray, I have a question because I remember when we only choose like a female, and now they pull up both the boys and the girls. Is that like it doesn't matter the gender? They're just gonna pull the both of them.
No, because they're under 18. Because they under 18. So when it's under 18, it will show you both.
Okay, I gonna hinga ko na ne neo na hanga pe o fili ko kakai fifine ka ko hinga o kuna maulala he ta valu o kuna hanga le vai o mai pe fa ta hai ta mai ki tanga ta ma ta mai fifine ka pe to ta ko hinga ko kisio mai ko recommended daily intake pe ko la he ko ni o firma o ta pe ko hanga ko recommend ke protein ko ke take for aho ko he tamasi ko hinga bla he tamai tangata he fema ke build the muscle he tamai tangata ke fema ke fa ho na wo go ahead, Dr. Ray.
If you in the same page go to the here explain to you, so AI and the RDI, the EAR, that's the average requirement. When I told you you can't go less than this, that's the EAR. So what happened here? All the terminology up there, they explain to you down there.
Right, okay.
Okay. Same, and I'm happy that it's showing us the boys and girls, because that's why I tried to explain last week. The girls, we have different, because we need to build the girls when they are like 4 years old to be a good mom, healthy mother. Because there's a lot of a change for girls need to do, like when she get her monthly. Otherwise, it will end up all her life anemic.
Aya ka pe ka ne ta o ku ke ka fifine mo tangata e time ko no ku fa wai ka ta mai fifine o mau inga au pito hondo to nga e ko ni na tolu me ta o fa ya ki o nga ko uhinga he ko time ko na wa o ko ke time ko na pu ke fa ma hi nai o fema ia ke tau hilele e ta pe fine pe au ke tunga ko te na lahi ke o au ke tunga ko na hoko ko ngai fae ko hinga ma inga ko no to nga ko ai pa kita mai fine pa ko hinga ko ke hai ko ma inga o lahi protein o fema e tama ta ine pe fine e kita ine pe mo kita masi go ahead, Dr. Ray. I just kind of explain the importance of the
Okay.
girls.
So
Yeah.
when we talk about 35 or 40, if you get a medium egg, the medium egg around 32 protein,
So
32 gram protein.
Are you asking me to go back and put a different age, or you talking about the RDL?
Stay here. No, I'm talking about for the protein now.
Okay,
so
the protein.
How you get the 35 or 40 protein?
Right.
So if you have one egg in the morning, they have already the medium size. That's around 30 gram protein.
Okay.
So if you have 2 eggs, that's 60.
Okay.
So what you need.
Let me explain that. Ko fika ko ini o recommended daily intake ay ko lahi o protein o fema ke take whakaaho. Aia koe pehe to ta koe whanoa me tolu nima ko o kaipe a whai medium whai moa I pongpongi ko ke o sio maa we ko ia ai tolu noa. Pakapate ke kai ko whai moa medium e ua I pongpongi ko ke o sio maa we ko ia ai protein ai ono noa. Aia koe recommend daily intake ia. Okay, Dr. Ray.
Okay. I want you to stay in this page because I will continue. So if someone have 2 eggs a day and 1 piece of meat, now the protein, like if you talk about one serve, like one serve, that's around 150 to 200 gram of meat, red meat. 1 piece of meat, that's will be around 80 gram to 120 protein. So what happened here? And I'm talking about just the protein by itself. Day by day, you put weight and you don't notice that you're putting weight. Okay?
Okay. Let me translate this, Dr. Ray, before you move forward, because I think this is very important. Ai bega to ta ka pa te kai fai mo ai u pe mo ha ki konga ta pepe konga pulo eta te ke algo ke tu unga o ke kai e ko ia o ke te wanoa pa pa te ke kai ene a ko to pe ko taimen ko ne pe tai ko nga ko ho tau sino ai a time lai fe ma ke tau ilo fika ko ni e ko fika ko ni ma winga au pito go ahead, Dr. Ray.
Okay. So that's why we ask the kids to play and do some exercise and to keep themselves healthy.
Yes. Aya ko be to ta mau inga au pita ke tau hanga o fe kau e pangkita mai ki ke na alu o fa hanga au e pe na wa inga ke nga ke na ngau ke wi ke na moilele. My question when you say 120 protein, is this only from the meat, or this is like the combination of the meat and the 2 eggs?
No. If I add the eggs, that will be like you reach above 150 gram protein a day.
Oh my God. Okay. So I got that one. No, ko din love ko to betaya. Ko nga tao pe ko nga pulo at tape. Ay teke ke lau ki tanaki kai I fai mai wa. Ai ka pa tanaka fai mai wa ale ke tao ni manoa. Ka gumo sio mai ko ki screen ko recommended daily intake ko ai protein ke kita masi ko fa no ape. Pagi ta hine ko to ni ma ko matu ko tau hi vain ke tau tato. Papa te ke kai e ha ko ngapulu o ku te wa no protein e o vai me fie ma ko e fra aho ko ene protein me he fa no Ko ga hime en ko go fa tu tama ki ko ko ni I overweight ko ni tau fa now we. Go ahead, Dr. Ray.
So for someone have milk, drink milk,
Okay.
drink tea with milk, coffee with milk, or drink milk by itself,
Okay.
and have eggs, and he have meat, red meat or chicken. That's another
Okay.
source of protein. So this
Mm.
make the protein already high. Now
Wow.
we go to the carbohydrate.
Okay.
We have here in Tonga yam, and we have the cassava, and we have the taro, we have the
Okay.
sweet potatoes, we have the
Okay.
potato, and you know, here, the yam, that's like the bread. Like everyone in breakfast, he can finish like a lot,
A
a
whole
lot.
plate, a whole plate
So,
of yams, eh?
yeah, so what happened here, the carbohydrate, it's very fast to be burned and fast to have energy in your body. So now we need more effort to burn the protein, because our body is lazy, always burn the easy one.
Yes.
So you have a lot of carbohydrate and the protein being storage. So we
Okay.
need to burn the protein.
Okay. The
That's why
protein is
people
important to
weight
burn.
fast. People put weight fast.
Yes.
Translate this.
I agree. Have to get that. Câu kén cái câu lấy cái con gốc nào sẽ có khi hòa cáo cái nào từ cái con phải mua và ta nào cái hà tàu phê hà hà con hà pu luôn về có hà mẹ mua cái food protein này có hà way over cái phía mà có ai phá nó có ý ai ta câu tới ta nó cái mà carbohydrate thì có ní tem phụ tàu cái ta lô về mình nhiều cái mẹ ô cu phụ todo hábito que firma agora asino aho que protein. Para ocupe eta kai fa vare o ku fu firma hábito que fa nga wela hia mo nga hi exercise hia que nga que fenga que tu hi fo ai nga hi amount ko no tau ai que sino ihe protein ai tama ka tau ta hawa que protein o firma ko fa no pe a ai pe ka fa fu he to ta phải mua mì tiêu mi cái ta phải tôi luôn nói à phải phải phụ phụ ở đây mà vậy papa thì cái tôi ý là hệ tâm sĩ hoa cao tôi ta na cái con à pu luôn tôi ta na cái con à mua phụ phải tôi ta mà cái bị tôi là hệ protein hệ xin đâu còn ngày mấy anh tôi thì phải tôi cái tàu xin đâu bà về go ahead Dr. Ray.
So what happened, because now I will mention two very common disease in Tonga.
Okay.
So when you have carbohydrate, too much carbohydrate, so the protein is stored in your body, which with the fat, like because people here, they like to eat the buaka fat and the buaka skin, and salted beef, all the fats there. So the fat, that's another issue there. But let me explain to you. There is two organs in our body responsible for protein metabolism. Number one, liver. And number two, the kidney.
Okay.
So if the protein being more on the liver, now the kidney will put pressure on the kidney to try to take the protein off. This can cause gout, can cause arthritis, can cause kidney failure. So we start to build the disease when the kids are young, because we not understand the RDI of the protein. And if we need to push our kids to run on the street, play rugby, play sport. A lot of kids now, they do TikTok, like they moving their body, shaking their body. That's okay, do it. Shake yourself, at least you start to burn from this protein. Otherwise, I have people, a lot of my patients, they 22, 21, and they have gout. One patient is 18 years old and he have gout.
Wow, that's
Can you
dangerous.
imagine that?
Yes. Cái bé có thể tôi ta cái ngày mà kiến thức của tôi cái mẹ phụ và vài vài cái tàu cái ấy tàu thì phải cái lại cái này carbohydrate cái này tao à ai lại cái này tàu mẹ cái manioc cái mới tao mà mẹ bằng cái tôi ta nó cái con học qua cái ở cùng ngako cái thế alat cái mà tôi khi lại hàng ngày ha pulu cái này masima o faka tu ta ma cái apito ya ai lahia protein bago fa I o kanila vai hua sino o kune hanga ia o sia he tu he fu lahi ko protein ai sino ko ula ki ko tau ate bago no wa ko tau kidney aya ko tau pe ko fuaya ko ne fu over tu ko ai protein we sia le vai ngo me ko ni bago ngai ma ki le ko o kune hanga ko we sia ko ni ko kauti ai tau sia to lahi tonga o pe to ta wa wen ke ta valu ku kauti pe mo arthritis pe mo kidney failure tai me ko ku tau pe ko give up ko tau ko fwa go ahead Dr. Ray.
So when you have too much protein in your body, that's cause high uric acid, and the high uric acid, that's the one called arthritis, gout.
Yes. You know, oku be to ta ko ne to ako ko protein ho tau sino oku ma re me ko high uric acid oku ilonia kauti ko ne taimi kon oku ko na kauti. Dr. Ray, my husband had gout for over 35 years. But I tell you, my understanding, ko high uric acid ko ni o hange ha crystal ya o no po ko I time ko full like ko ni ba ko nga inflammatory and I'm just understanding this one now. Now I understand why people having gout because of full high protein. Ka bu tau fa fu ko na to ta ai ko lai ko ne tau kai ko ne ta lo mo kai ko ne ba kai to nga hange ko ni ko ufi pe mo manio ke mo ya o te tāna ke whi ngā ko I puaka, te tāna ke mo fo I buruma sima, o koe ngahi mea en kou ne hanga whatupu ko ai alu koe o lahi protein ho tau sino, ka tau te whiko no safa mea koe ne ka kai koe no kauti, ka pang mo whanau mai ka whina mo kauti, whasisi kai koe ni ai mea ngā ko, pia mo kai koe ni ai buruma sima, pia mo hanga koe ni koe tau te whita hangai koe tau talo me manioke, ko nga fulahi ai protein he sino ko me ko ho ko ngai maki ko ni tau te fito ke kauti
Yeah. So what happened because when I arrived to Tonga, I almost 3 years now in Tonga. In September I will be 3 years. The gout is one of the very high common disease in Tonga, and yes. I have my study how to prevent gout in Tonga.
Okay.
And one of them, to understand what we do for our kids, because what we teach our kids is begin habit to them. They eat, and then when you eat, actually you feel yourself like you want to relax. Now they start to get lazy, no exercise, no. And then when they get old a little bit, they start drink kava. Okay. And remember when I said there's 2 organs make the protein metabolism. So the kava affect the liver. And now the liver put pressure on the kidney for the protein. Okay. But I want you to tell me, like, if you look here, from 9 years to 13 years, the recommended daily intake is 36 gram protein a day. But when you put your age was 46, you know why?
Why?
Think about it. Okay, I will tell you why.
Because repeat that, Dr. Ray.
Okay. For girls from 9 years to 13 years old, the recommended daily intake of protein is 35 gram protein. Sorry, 35 gram protein. Okay. But when you put your age was 46 gram protein. Why the old people, the old woman, they need more protein than the youngest one?
Because we're not active no more.
Well, you're not active no more. You need to less the protein.
Okay,
But I
I
will
see.
tell you, because here they put in their mind the woman already have kids. So there is a lot of amount they lost in their body.
Okay,
during
I see.
pregnancy. And that's number one. Number two,
Okay.
we need to keep the muscles and the bones for the woman healthy. That's why
Okay.
we give them more protein
Mm.
for them to 46. But if you go to the
Let me
gender,
translate that, Dr. Ray, before you move to
yeah,
the next one. Kaya tawin itong I no for ito kita ito nga. Kaya na nefay nga study kaya meron ni nanihang ako fato nga ito nga. Kaya tayo mahaki o kung dahil lahi tayo ito nga kaya kauti. Pag nihang na mafay pangki static kene yang pepe kene hang o tape o prevent ay kauti ito nga. Kaya meron na nihang ko iloi. Kaya tao o kamata before kita wang ko ako itaw fanaw mi KCE. Kaya meron ni fato nga ito kita fanaw ito nga. Og na kai pe. Kaya tayo mo na todo ay kai. Kaya que na to firma na to que na ngau ha ole fa pico hare ki to tagai holo alpe hatu ngai ko ale ba ke ala ko te ki la yange ko kamata le que na tangu to la inukava kaga inukava ule hanga affect ho tau ate au pe he to que ta ko ha o hinga opu la he protein ai firma o ka ka ki fine ko ni ho tau cái gì protein có được phê mạo kia cao lên cả coi ni tạo hi va cái tạo tổ lu có họ nó uy ngã cái phi này hàng ngày coi ni kia téo cú lại hi mua lên coi này protein này time coi này pana wai bé có họ nó quá coi ok phê mạo ya ai protein ya cái xin nó cái phi này có kim mà tổ anh ấy cái ngã cái make sure có nào mua quá og stay healthy mau pe pa mo na nga hi hui ko hinga ko fe ma o ko protein ya o de la ya nge ki ka kai fi ne ko o ki ma to ange me he ka le ka ko ni me ta hi wa ke ta to lu we I think pretty much I sum up that in the Tongan, so go ahead, Dr. Ray.
so if we go back and now we put I would like to put like 22 years old girl or 18 years
Okay.
old.
2018?
If you put like 18.
Okay.
Yeah. And same everything.
Okay. Protein. Okay. Okay.
See here the protein is for the boy is 65, for girls is 35.
Okay. And now I understand it still brought up the boys and the girls because it's 18 and lower. Okay. Aya ko kakai tamay kita nga ta me tau ta va ke ta valu ko na protein na to fe ma faka aho ko tau ta no ai ni ki he recommended daily intake ai ko ma ingai ni o la hiene protein o fe ma ke take faka aho aya ko no ni ma ke tamay ta pe fa ni ma leva ke tamay fifine.
Okay, now we go back, but we press pregnant. I will show you the difference now. So if you go back, you can see pregnancy.
Yes, okay.
Pregnant, and leave everything as it is and press submit.
Okay, ke taimi ko ni kapag ko to taha ko ni o ko okay, the pregnancy, so it requires like 56 right there, eh?
58.
Oh yeah, 58, right.
Yeah. Why? Because now she feed herself and feed the baby.
I'm sorry, Dr. Ray, go ahead.
Sorry, now because she's feeding herself and feed the baby.
Okay. Uhinga ko ini so ke kapate mo so ke pa ke tahin ko ini o ikai feitama, pe mo tahin ko o feitama, aya ko fani mapeya, pe ko tota ko feitama ko ni mavalo. He kono uhinga o ne hanga fafanga ia, pa ne hanga le te fafanga ki pe ko ini o I hono sino ko me ko fe ma wai ai protein fe unga mo ni mavalo ke take faka aho e tota ko no feitama.
Okay, so we go back.
Okay.
And take off the pregnancy one for the time being.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, and we change from the protein to the other any list. Like you can, if you want to put even water, put water, and like carbohydrate there, like we can go one by one, but okay, we press water and then we go back. Like
you want to take off the protein or just water only?
No, take off the protein and put carbohydrate and water.
Okay.
Yeah, put together.
Okay,
all right.
So
the
age still the same?
Or you want to put the, you want to put your age or you want to leave it as it is?
Let me just put my age here.
Yeah.
Now everybody will know my age. Okay. Okay, okay, what's the number here? The water I see. I don't see the carbo. Oh, I don't need a carbohydrate a day, huh? Dr. Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the screen right now.
Yeah, no carbohydrate for you.
Right.
You know why?
Why?
Because you already have protein.
So
if you have carbohydrate, that's definitely will put you in the pre-diabetic if you don't have exercise.
So all this like manioc and the yam and the thing, I don't need to eat them, huh? Because if I have enough protein on my body, huh?
Yeah. So what happened here?
Eh?
Yeah. So what happened here? Remember when I told you the carbohydrate, it's easy to burn.
Right. Okay.
So that's why your body will go to the easy one. But see here, they put here at least 2.8 liters a day.
Okay, for the water, huh?
Yeah, between 2.1 to 2.8 liters a day.
Okay. Let me translate this one. Carbohydrate pa mo vai ko firma o he fine he tau ko o oku ni mangoful ko ni mangoful pa fai ki olong ai ko ni maono wa ke firma o carbohydrate ya e tau tolu para aho he kono hinga pe to ta o was la he protein ya tau sino ka ko vai o firma o tau tolu ya ke tau winu ai lita e ua poine taha ki e ua poine valu he a ai ko vai ya ko firma ko ke take Fatonga yang ai mau inga ufika ko ini kapau na motok tune in mai ko hinga mau inga ufika ko ini ko fika in ko tene hanga ko o ata la me kai ke kai ka ko busio ko ni nai ke me ko na formatal he to ta ai fato ta ma ki ko ni etikai ko ai la a protein ko ne la ko a protein ho to sino ko kamata le ke ai umaha ki ko ni na de la vi kai ko kauti of arthritis pe mo kidney failure ka me ko no ko sia ba kai ta ni mi o fu fe ma ya ke te ilo ki ta u fika ko ni ko hinga ke te hanga fa fu e te kai he a ka o te ko te fu kai o va tu ta ilo ta ko me ko tu pa ngai ma ki ke he back to you, Dr. Ray.
So I want now to put fiber. You will see the fiber, it's very important to your age. So
okay,
go back.
So now I go back and check fiber.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything the same except I check fiber. Where is the fiber?
Take off the carbohydrate.
Okay.
Okay, and the dairy fiber, it's under the
fiber right there. Dietary fiber. Okay, yeah. I see. Okay, it says right there. No, did I?
At least 25.
25.
But the recommended daily intake, they leave it for a doctor or for the health practitioner. But at least 25 a day, 25 grams a day, because otherwise you will have constipation.
Okay. Aya ko mau inga ko ni ai fiber kia tau tolu. O fe ma pe wanima. O pe to ta ko le o va pe wanima fu la fiber tau sino. Ko inga ko fa ngata ai ho tu mamao. Ai ha le constipation. Pa inga ko na ku o tau pe o ku O wā problema mo tu mamao, kako number 2, o ku inga fu over 5 pa he sino me he. Kako recommend ko fe mau ko wanima pe. So
yeah. So what we do now, because I want everyone, you know, it's easy to use this website because once
yes.
you put, it will give you everything. You don't need to be struggle. There is no Dr. Google. This guideline, Australian New Zealand guideline for the nutrition reference value, it's one of the very important. And I would like to thank the Australian scientists, Australian government and New Zealand government for make it like they work hard. And you know, every year, this NRV updated.
Okay.
So if you go back now and you can take off the water and the dairy fiber and put zinc.
Hold on, Dr. Ray, before I go back, let me translate what you just said. Okay, okay, ito kita ko website ko ni og mahinga au pito kicking awe aki. Instead of going Google, Dr. Google tonight, no more Dr. Google. Alo gi he me ko ni ke website ko ni. Te ke lava pe ko ya he ni o put in ho information ni ho tau pe ke hanga o check mark pe ko ya ai me ko ki fe mau hange ko ni ko tau sio ko ki fai pa ko ni ai ki fe fine ko tau ni mata ke fit noa hange ko au I va tau ko ya o fe ma ai wa ni mai fai pa ko vai fe ma ai wa po ni ta ke wa po ni va lu li ta ai ai ma I nga pita ke nga ke website ko ni e ko os pe ni ma nga post at the website ko ni I have ma DWN ke hanga nga we aki fa aho ke ilo me ko in ko toton ke kai mo lahi protein lahi fiber lahi vai o fema hosino mo tau I aho ko to pe. Go ahead, Dr. Ray.
So if we go back and we take off what we put and we put another one.
Okay, I'm going back. What do you want me to put?
Go to the list.
Okay.
And
right here?
I want you to see you can see zinc there. Go down, go down all the way down to get the list. So take the dietary fiber and water. And I want to see here, see you have here vitamin C, vitamin D.
Okay. I have vitamin C, vitamin D.
Yeah, and you can add iron, iodine. Yeah, zinc.
Okay.
Yeah, press the zinc and submit.
Okay. So I have C, D, and zinc.
Yeah.
Okay. And then same age, everything. Okay, I change, I submit. Okay.
Okay. So here, vitamin C.
Okay.
Okay. The recommended daily intake is 45.
Okay.
But at least 30. 30, you need like 2 orange or 3 orange to get the 30 of vitamin C. But you have milk as well as a source. You have mandarin. Okay, when you go to vitamin D, is HUL. Okay, and that is very important now. It's not about unit. So the recommended daily intake will be like around 800. So like 1,000 unit a day from vitamin D. When you go to the
hold on, Dr. Ray, let me go back to the vitamin C. I want to translate this.
But again, this for normal people, they don't sick, they don't have any other disease. Because when they have any other disease, this will be changed.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, ko fefine me tao ni mata ke tao findo pe ko fefine ne ok mo ilele o ka kia hano fainga mahaki ko vitamin C ko hono fiema o ko fa aho ko fa nima ko maulala ta ko tolu noa o pe he to ta ko tolu noa ko foi mori e tolu ai ko kai pe foi mori tolu ko ke sma ole va ko tolu noa mandui ko me fa fiema fa aho en ko ai vitamin C ki o sino Ko vitamin D, fefine te tau pe, mo ilele, ko mea maharinga na tau mai ko valu noa. Ko fika ko tau fe mau. What's the UL? Explain the above level of intake, yeah? So the 80 is what? Did you say 800 UL?
8, that's the maximum. But
Okay.
Let me explain to you here.
Okay.
When you buy vitamins from the pharmacy or online or from the supermarket, you will have here something called take once a day.
Okay.
Other, that's the safety one. Other prescribed by health practitioner.
Okay.
So here we have the maximum dose. You can take it by yourself.
Okay.
So here you can take up to, for vitamin C, you can take up to 500, okay, because this is 45 milligrams, so that's equal to 500 or 450 units. So you can take by yourself this one.
Okay.
With vitamin D, you can take by yourself up to 80, which is, that's would be around 2,000 units a day by yourself.
Okay.
Okay. But if the doctor for some disease, can he put you for, like for people, they have vitamin D deficiency, like 18%. Okay. They need like billion, not even this one. So, but this one, I'm saying this for the people, they side bay. But for people, they have vitamin D deficiency, people, they have heart problem, people, they have nerve problem, definitely I will give them the shot. Will be like 200,000, maybe 1 billion. It doesn't like this. It depends about what the doctor will recommend it for the patient. It depends about the blood test. But on the other hand, when people have kidney failure, vitamin D, it must take under the supervision, under doctor.
Okay.
Vitamin D is very important, but when people have kidney failure, okay, vitamin D, it's important, but it's dangerous. It has to be measured by the doctor.
Okay.
Not even by this one.
Okay. Ke pe ka he tokita ange ko lab ka nai ko vitamin ko ni. Ko ai ni ki ka kai ko ku tau pe ko sai pe. Ko ki ha mahaki, Ka ko vitamin D ka pa ku ke tu ko I tu unga o ku o mai ho sivito to a ko ia o ku ke ma ko ai me ku vitamin D deficiency ai ku si au pita vitamin C ho sino o fema oreva me unitia e wa kilo ke ta miliona ka ko me ko o fema uia ke I he supervision ya to ta e prescribe pe me ko ya papa o ke I he kidney failure ko o fema o apito o fu o ma inga apito ke anta ko I he tape I he what do you call supervision ko ni ai to ta he ko inga he fema ko ke hang he to ta ya o siofi ko he ko inga he guai pe ai mau inga e o atka ko vitamin D ka ko vitamin D ko ni na de la ko kai ko malunga taha I he balu noa ai tau pe ko na fua ko unite wa fe ka ko maratu ko fika ko na to head ko he screen ko fika ni ke ka mo ilele ona ke mama ki ko pagha ko te ke fika ko ni he ko nga ko ke ka ko ke me ko ni ka pa ko ha maha ki ta te fita ka pa ke kidney failure fema ko ya ke talano ko ke to ta pe ha to ta ya ki watch ko e time ko no fema ke te ke vitamin D pe ko ilo a wa ka kai na ha to na Facebook ka mo te ke vitamin C vitamin D maratu ko fika ko ni ke ka kai pe mo ilele ka pa wa ha maha ki ta te fita ka pa ke kidney failure fema ke talano ko ke to ta pe ko talano ma ke Dr Ray. Go ahead, Dr. Ray.
So if we go back, and I would like to put 3 things: sodium, selenium, iodine.
Okay,
so we'll take 3 off and we'll replace it with sodium, like take the zinc and C and D off, and we replace with sodium and selenium. Selenium above the sodium straight away, and the iodine.
Iodine right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Ai ka fa I me atol ko ni ko iodine, selenium, pembo sodium,
Yeah.
Okay. Manatui ko tau ke hokot peni I fefine me tau ni manoa ke tau fit noa, Go ahead, Dr. Ray.
Okay. Because here we have a lot of problem in this 3-1. I start with the iodine. Okay. So the iodine here, the recommended daily intake is 150.
Okay. Iodine ko ini I fefine ta tau pe tau ni manoa ke tau fitu noa mo ilele fema o I recommend para aho ke take a tau ni manoa.
So for women, they have menopause or they have hot flash or hormone imbalance. Even I will go to the EAR between 100 to 150. That's the maximum for me. It will be the 150. But I will go for 100 a day for women. They have the hot flash still going, or they still suffering from menopause, or they have hormone unbalance. Definitely, I will not go for the RDI. I will go for the EAR. Like that's the main.
Okay, kai fifine ko ni matu ko tau ni manoa ke tau finoa lahita ka kai fifine ko kamata tau ni manoa mo kamata ko na menopause pe ko time ko o kai ko ke tau pe paranisia ho hormone pe ko time ko ke hot flash ya ko recommend ka de to eta te ke algo pe mo fika te au o te ke algo ke ni tau ni manoa ngau ya ke ko ai fika te au ko average ya ko average ya ko ton ke take e ko ya ta de fine ka fine ko na ke para ma ko ne menopause pe ko hot flash pe ko time ko ku imbalance pe ko ka ke planisi ho hormone
But for women in your age and the obesity, I will, even if they have hormone imbalance and they still get the hot flash, I will increase the RDI for the iodine to 200 or 300 a day, because iodine helps to stimulate the thyroid hormone to burn more fat, to lose weight.
Okay, ay kapare ko koe o ko ke obese o ne recommend e wang yao ki tong yao ko nga ko thyroid ke nga ke ne hanga e o tape ba be ke ne hanga burn ai tape ai fete ay ko fefine ko ni hage ko de lau kapau o ko ke I have I missed that word that I just translated. I'm gonna recommend oku ke I obese, pero ke ki overhosi no. O fema o ella ki he wangyao ki tongyao, ko nga he kula vale ke va vei ono holo ako ia, ke ne hanga ella o tuhi fo ai sino
Okay. Now we have the selenium like opposite iodine. So the selenium here, you have the 50 and 60, and the maximum is 400.
Okay, ko selenium og ne peya ko opposite ya pe ko te hanga ya or iodine aya og ne pe ko maulalo taha ko ni manoa ko recommend para aho ko ono no ka ko malunga taha te lava take ko fangya.
Okay, so selenium, that's like when you talk about 60, that's like 5 drops a day of selenium, or if you take it, that's liquid. If you take it oral, the selenium make you put weight.
Okay. Dr. Ray, I missed that thing. Did you say the selenium, you're going to take like 60? What do you have to take to get the 60 selenium?
Like you can get the selenium from cashew nuts, peanuts.
Oh, okay.
This all the source of the selenium.
Okay. Because selenium is nuts. Again, going to cashew, the future American,
Peanuts.
Peanuts?
Yeah, peanuts, they have selenium.
Okay, so anything with nuts, eh?
Yeah,
What
and
about the almond? What about the almond?
And also you have selenium on the fish, but little amount, not like compared to the iodine. And you have the selenium on the like broccoli.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry, go ahead, Dr. Ray.
You translate.
Yeah, cái mẹ có hậu mẹ cái số sĩ có hậu mẹ cái selenium mà em mẹ nuts ai cái cashew nut quay mẹ peanut mà bên selenium mẹ cả và cũng mà mẹ broccoli cả cái average cái teki cái đi mà nó cái mà luôn ta cái phản nhau và cái recommend for aho cái nó.
So for people they have underactive thyroid, selenium will be the good choice for them. For people they have overactive thyroid, the iodine will be the best options for them. So the the hyper selenium good, hypo iodine is good. That's why I said that's for the good people, what you see right now.
For the thyroid over iodine, but then what lalo I thyroid of selenium, eh?
Okay. So for example, people they wanna lose weight, okay? And they have broccoli in their diet. They have cashew, peanuts, or nuts, or they have the dark green vegetables.
Okay.
That's definitely, it will not help, because they said like, I do exercise, I went to the gym, I do a lot of exercise, I never lose weight.
Oh,
because
you think that they're not gonna lose weight if they take all of this that you just mentioned? If anybody want to lose weight?
Okay, selenium make you put weight.
Okay, I see.
So all the type of food or fruit, they rich in selenium. If you take multivitamins and they have selenium, okay, you have to work hard.
Okay. Now I got it, Dr. Ray.
The selenium make the thyroid hormone lazy a little bit.
Okay.
Function
holo, fiefaga holo. O he kai teke holo ko ia ka pau teke kai ngai mea kai koe no selenium. Ai ko mea kai koe ko o ai ko selenium, ai nuts, ai pa wai pinati ko cashew ko ika ko broccoli ko hange ko dark green. Now I know why I don't lose weight, because I eat all of the selenium, Dr. Ray. Ko we nga ba ko lahi ko selenium o dang ai vai au ki fa pico ho tau thyroid aya ko kapau ke fe fa hola o te ke kai ngai me kai ko no lahi ko selenium ai na to ko fa la ko ni nai ai me kai ko ni ko nuts hange ko cashew ko peanut ko ika ko broccoli pe mo me kai ko no dark green pe ku fulan mata nge go ahead, Dr. Ray.
I want to mention here one thing. I have this patient come to me. He's been sick in and out from the hospital.
Okay.
And the doctor in the hospital said it's nerve damage.
Okay.
And when I sit with my patient, he said, oh, my relative in America, they send me all these vitamins to me. And I can use, and he showed it to me. You know, here the selenium, the maximum was 400.
Oh my goodness.
For example, but he's been taking selenium by itself. Plus multivitamins, they have already the recommended daily intake of selenium. Plus his diet end up with his, he get trauma in his hand. Only, not his body. Because this type of tumor, when I looked to it, I said, you know, because the doctor said it's Parkinson's. I said, no, you are young, like he's 30. I said Parkinson's, that's above, like 50 above.
Okay.
But I've been investigate from where he get, but he just get in his hand, not in his leg. Okay, just only hand. And when he get nervous, the tremor will be more, like his hand shaking more. And I asked him, can you bring everything you take? He showed it to me, everything, bodybuilding.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so do you have selenium there to make you lose weight? Sorry, to put weight, like to build up muscles. Plus, you get the multivitamins, have selenium, and I been count, he's over, you know, I think he's taking like 1,000 a day.
Oh my goodness, 400. That's scary.
Yeah, within 3 months, he get this type of disease, but now he's perfect, back to normal, because I stop him from all this. What want I advise? The people live overseas. Please, before you send vitamins and minerals to your family, okay, check with them. Don't send many things. Like, you have to calculate there. Like some types of the fish oil, they have selenium.
Right.
Okay. Vitamins, some types they have selenium. People, they have thyroid, they put selenium in their medicine. The amount, the RDI, it's very important for people in overseas. They want to send vitamins and minerals to their family. Please check the list, see the amount, because here the people, they take anything because it's come from overseas. You got it?
Yes, let me translate that, Dr. Ray. Kaya meron na labi ko kaya ito kita. Beta kita na mahaki na huwat mo humay mi farmahaki. Ko paparema ko nev dermits. Ko meron na tang ko farmahaki. Pero how ito kita ko ni giyay. Pero ang ito kita fatotolo ay uhinga ko paparema. Ko kita ko ni nakake kono tawa na si heta ni manoa. Naki tao pe tao tong fu pe fa kila. Kako mega na hang ko to ta ko fa to tolo ya tu. Taga wanga eya o te ki ai u vitamin pe mo ai u multivitamin na o mai he family me muri. Taga mega na ho ko ya. Tana kya the to ta ya ai selenium matu ko selenium men okne hanga ko o ne et mai ai sino ka tao tolo. Tana kya the to ta ya ai lahi ko ni o selenium na te ke to ta ko ni. Faka aho na me gawe ke tahafe. Faka tu tama ki au pito en. Pero fato kang mai to ita. Family ko na moto ko na imuri ko na mo seni kitonga ai me ko vitamin mo multivitamin mo ngai me ko ke build the body building mo hapo mo hanga fato ka ngai o faka tu tama ki au pito mo me ko na fai. Hekulahi ang ai vitamin niya o kulahi selenium niya o hange ko to ta ko ni na huwat mo humay mi farmaki o tamay farmaki kumau ang ai neve pero fato tolo ete to ta ten ko na ha ko yai na fu to tu au pito ai selenium na de take ella me ya uya ke ta ha te I aho ka mo fato nga I mai ki he dau. I wanted to go back and see what a 31-year-old Dr. Ray selenium require, RDI, because I'm looking at the woman, but because of the patient you referred to, I kind of wanted to see how much that he needed a day on the selenium, because he's been taking up to 1,000 a day, how dangerous this could be, yeah?
Yeah, it's a killer.
Yeah, so let me go back. How old was the guy? 31?
Was 31.
Okay. Na pepa ito tayo na naupe na doria ko tamasi ko Pakistan. Yeah, ay ko fanga mahagi kon ko tete ka ko no ni ma pe na wesia. Bebe na doria ko ko Pakistan ai o te ko na ni ma ka ko whatotolo ko na Dr. Ray na ne ilo ta ko ngai fu vitamin ka to ko na sen mai ko me muri ko yan ko na whatu pai ko ni ai pau pare ma ko ni ki talavo ko ni everything is the same except the age,
age and
okay.
the male. You change the
Yeah,
gender
I changed the
to
male, right. Okay.
Okay, so press submit.
Yeah.
And go to the selenium.
Yeah, it's right there. Oh my goodness. So this guy took 1,000 a day. That was very dangerous, eh?
Yeah, he was taking like 2.5 double.
Right. Kakay ito nga, fatu tama kaya pito niyo, fatu kang ma he togeta, Dr. Ray, he fini, oku faya te ofa kito nga senda te nga vitamini, ka oku fatu tama kaya winga, ko tangata ko ini, tau tolta ke tau ni manoa. Ko lahita ke te ke selenium ihe aho, ko fange au. Ko sisi taha ko ono noa. Ka ko recommend para aho ko fitu noa. Ko tama ko ni na o mai ka me para mahaki ko tamai ku ta au nga ne ave pa nge ko te ni ma o pehe na to ko Pakistan ka pe to ta ya ko mahaki Pakistan ya o ku kai ke tonia ke ma u ya he tau to taha. Pero me la na o ko fa to la te to ta ya ko vitamin ka to ko me multivitamin mo ngai muscle building ka to ko ni ume ko na senet ko me muri te ke tama he ta ilo ai ta ha pe he aho faka tu tama ke apito foi mai na tolo ko na ne te ko ni na tu pai ko ni pa pare ma ko ni ai ko o hange ko te ka ko no ni ma pe na te ke ya ko no va okay, Dr. Ray, go ahead.
Okay. Also, I have a couple of women, they have irregular period because of the vitamins, like they have more selenium in their diet or more iodine in their diet. So selenium and iodine, it's so dangerous for someone just to play with.
Okay.
Because that can cause hormone imbalance, can cause irregular period, can cause nerve damage.
So I iodine was selenium of full mawing au pito ke te ai whapotopoto. He ka pau he I kai ke hanga ai whapotopoto ko men ko tupai ko ai imbalance ko ai hormone pe ko kakai fifine taimen ko irregular ai ko hopu famaina. And what's the other one? The irregular periods, hormone imbalance, and what's the other one, Dr. Ray?
And sleeping problem. And sleeping problem, even that can cause irregular heartbeat, like the heartbeat fast, beat slowly, a lot of sweating. Because these two things, when I talk hormone imbalance, that you can put many things underlying there.
Wow. Okukawe ni ai hange kon ko to mafu ai ta ko mafu ko ko ke tonu ai ko mo to ko no ku irregular ta mo mafu to ki vaka yang e pe ku ke fu take too much o me ko ne wa e pe to ta o fu ta fa poto ka pa te ki hanga o take mo me ko ni o over two me ko ke ma ke take fa ho
So for me, like my advice for people overseas, when you send, be sure first what the people you send them. I know you love your family, you want them to be healthy and the best. That's your right and their right. But sometimes you love without knowledge, that can cause a lot of problems.
Yes.
So be aware.
Foi men go for ame to da ke hanga ki fa to kanga mai ka mo do ka tonga o mo o ne ilo pe mo ofa ho mo family ka ke manatui ko te ofa ba ka ilo o e hoko ya fa tu pungai ai mau lahia he ko lahia ngai vitamin ko no sen yang ki tonga ta ilo ko ai fa ngai ni ya o ku take pe fa ngai me be what ai ko ma pe me kanita o fatau o sen kitonga o pe ko ofa mo to koni ka o se nge ku de hanga ya tamte to da ko o ke sen ke me ko ya Koe mea ko fu ho haa mai kia to kita he pia ke whahokoa tu ka mō tōru koe na mō sene ngahi vitamin ki tonga ki o mō family, yeah?
Because one of the common thing here, one of the very common mistake, people said, oh, just vitamins, it will not affect you. But I'm telling you, if it will not affect you, why here they put the maximum of each vitamins and minerals, and why they put the recommended daily intake, and why they put that's the minimum? Because people said, ah, just vitamins, you can take it, it will not affect you. No, no, no. The vitamins and minerals, our body made to convert the vitamins and minerals faster than the other medicine, other drugs. So if you take it wrong, you will be even sick more than you take the drugs medication.
Koe beheka ne Dr. Ray, koe palpare malahi taha koe ni o tau, pe koe whihala ki lahi taha koe ni o tau pai, o tau whakaukau, o koe vitamini peia. Ai heke ki hanga vitaminia o yaha palpare ma. Oh, I think that way one, you know, sometimes Dr. Ray, I'm glad. So I really want to translate this. Ka pehe he toke tā, ka pau o kai ke tau pehe ke vitamini ka kia ne manga ana we sia ho sino. Pe hame una hanga he kau toke tā o mai ai minimum, pe mo maximum, pe mo firma o whaka aho. He kona uhinga, koe vitamini mo mineral o hanga sino ia o tau pehe tau tolo o tukuange wawe atu, Ka koe mea ko maho ingai o ikai ke tau ilo ai whatu tamaki o mea koe ni. Before I want to say something, Dr. Ray, because I've been taking a lot of vitamins and minerals myself, and I always thought that this will never, you know, do any harm or damage for myself. But now, tonight, you know, you educate me on this one, and it's so very important that every vitamin I'm going to be taking, I would be looking at the label. Ko tui ko foi papai ma ange ko nilau ko common mistake pe ko foi fihala ki ko ni o tau lave ko to ai ko tau pehe ko o sai pe he ko vitamin ka ko foi fatu ta magia he ko nga o ko so mai he NRV ko ni ko ka to ke ta ko ni me he guideline ko na Australia monusila o na o mai average o la he ko te ke take pe mo maalunga ko te take pe ko pe mo recommend ko whaka aho ko ke hanga take ai u vitamini pe te whatoka ngā tai pe ka mo tō ko na mo sen vitamin ki tonga ko whanonga tala noa pe ko sio pe TV pa ke ala whakatau o sen ko family to ki kātaki to ki whakaukau to oua alu ke website ko te mauhanga tuku atu he osi ka programa ko ni ke alu lau mo ke sio ai maho inga pea eke ki tonga pe waha mahaki e toko taha koe ni o ke awe ki ai vitamini he fu maho inga au pito ke whapoto ai taim ko mo awe le awe ni ki tonga Go ahead, Dr. Ray.
So I want to give you example because this is another example here. I have a 64 years old lady. She came to me. She's diabetic, but all her life, no diabetes. But her son sent her vitamin C because that's good for immune system for COVID or cold and flu. And he sent her multivitamins. So the multivitamins, it's recommended daily intake. Plus, she took vitamin C, which is she was taking 500 milligram a day. Plus, if we put, she take milk, like she eat milk, eggs, another source, like fish, vegetables, orange, mandarin, you know. This elevate her blood sugar.
Wow.
And for me, I have to stop here from this, I said, you already have here enough source of vitamin C. Keep vitamin C if you get like sick, cold or flu. For the time being, your diet already cover everything of vitamin D because she loved to eat orange and mandarin. So
Okay.
she's eating orange and mandarin, plus vitamin C, plus
Okay.
the multivitamins from her son, and the
Okay.
sugar blood. But now
Oh,
her sugar blood level is perfect. Go back to normal.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cái phần ta này mà hệ tôi ta hệ này câu mahaki cái ta wanna phá cái vì này cái này là cái hàng mahaki là cái mua. Cái này what did she have diabetic before or she did not have diabetic?
No, no diabetic before.
Yeah, no diabetic. Cái vì này cái này là cái sugar là cái diabetic cái mua. Cái mấy cái này ilo iko no foha. Ông này hàng sen mai kia ông này hàng ông mai memory and vitamin C, và vitamin D, và mai multivitamin. Cái vitamin cái nhiều take về này, ai mấy milligram ya, did say milligram any mangyao. Ông all vaya he recommended daily intake của phê mạo cái này hàng có o take for áo. Bé ông tôi cái về này cái này mori. Ai ông osi mau he moria vitamin D ko ne kai ka ne te hanga ia o take ai vitamin ko ni o to o vai he fu fe ma fa ko vitamin ko no sino ka be to ta ia o sai pe ka pa o ku ke puke pe ku ke ma o ki momoko pe sai ke hanga take vitamin C ka pa o ke o si kai ko u me ko ni hanga ko mori o ne ma o ia vitamin D ko ke fe mau o wa ke fe ma ke to take ko ai un take vitamin D take vitamin C para to take me multivitamin fo fa tu ta ma ki au pito eni ke mo ia to ta ko ni ka to ta ko ni na ka ki su kai ki mo but she had diabetic after she took all this vitamin, is that right, Dr. Ray?
Yes, but
Okay.
pre-diabetic, because here
Pre-diabetic, okay.
they mix everything together. For me, it's
Okay.
pre-diabetic. No one can be diabetic straight away,
Right.
just type 1. That's when he's
Okay.
young. But when
Right.
she brought up pre-diabetic, we still have like above to 8 years to fix it. But
Right.
simple question, when you investigate with the patient, you understand why they sick.
Yes. Cái mấy ông hào là phải tụi ta có những cái tên của ta biết họ hà mà hát kỳ ai ông này hắn mà biết phải tụi lỗi ai mẹ coi ni ông phải hệ tụi ta coi à cái phía này coi ni là tu ngay à hay là coi ni để take hay là coi vitamin ni how để vậy mẹ coi cái pre-diabetic ai cái uсе ông cái tu để vậy ý pot ta coi diabetic cao take cái tạo ya ono cái tạo valu cái to ya usia coi cái diabetic Kagone tu ko he pota ko o suka la vale que hanga to beta fo to lo ya uhinga kwenda pa pare ma pia ke vine ko no hinga hanga hanga no foha o mai me mori ai u vitamin ko ni pe ko uhinga kwenda fu pa pare mai dai fu over tu ai ga ine ko na ne take vitamin to kau kia ene kai o to fa tu tamakia Go ahead, Dr. Ray.
Yeah, so for me, for someone to put a good diet for someone, we need to know his activity per day. If he's not doing any activity, how many steps he walk per day. And if it's not, plus the age, plus the recommended daily intake, plus his IM or her IM. And that's where we put the diet plan to make all the organs in our body system is safe.
Okay. Aya como toca ne kapa fema ke mohanga ai ha mo diet plan o fema uya ko ha ho activity fa ho ko ha ho tau ko ha ho recommended daily intake beto kila vale ke fa wai ho palani ki ho kai ko ni you know ho diet fa ho so wai fele ngai component ke hanga built in ke lava to ki ilo yai ho palani ko ni ho diet and I know, Dr. Ray, this is the website. We're going to put it out for the people. So that way they can go in and put in their age and put in their information so they can know what is their recommended daily intake, you know, for the vitamins, the iodine, the water, the sodium, and all of those kind of things. And this is a great website, Dr. Ray.
And it's easy for everyone.
Very easy, yes.
For everyone to use.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, kita full fang of our pita fang of our pita website kani papa ya mo ngai te hoi pa mo fetutaki mai big ai kate mau post at the website kani I DWN I osa programa kani.
And for people to use the website, they just need to follow our demonstration for what we've been doing, how they go to the website, why they press, and how they do the calculation. And this one, it will do the calculation for them straight away. And then they can press protein or nutrition. If they press protein, give you the protein. If they press nutrition, it will tell you what you want. You can press all, and that will give you everything.
Yes. Okay, og fang of au pito ke ngau ke website kani ko alu bag ya wai quick link kani I as kani tau pe ka pa te fe ma ke ngau o calculate o tau pe protein ko hanga pe check mark pe og fang of au pito tau pe kani hanga kani ko put that kani information kani ka ko foki pe ki he fang of ko toi pe tau pake tohi pe ko e fine mo tangata ko check mark pe pake auri fugilal ka pau ke fe mau ke ilo ke protein fa aho ko ha lahi vai o ko fe mau ke ino pake hanga pe check mark ka to pe me ko ke fe ilo ki ai e hanga pe website ko ni o ne hanga fika e me ka ko he vavitaha ke ilo ngai fika ko ton ke ilo And I'm looking at time, Dr. Ray. We have 8 more minutes.
Yeah. So you can put the camera to me now.
Yes. Let me stop this. Oh, this is a very, very important topic tonight, Dr. Ray.
Yeah, because when I write prescription, I can see this type of jealous, and they go there. We can't, and then I have to write the reference. Like I have this patient went there to one of the chemists, one of the pharmacists. And the one worked there, she said, I can't give you this one because this not for kids, this for adults. And the father come to me. I was so angry. I put my reference, the Australian New Zealand guideline. And in the top of that, I put the FDA guideline. And I asked to go back to the pharmacist, and I want this lady, whatever she's have degree or not, to give me her reference.
Right.
And you know what I discovered?
What?
This one, even she don't have the high school. She finished the high school and she's just like work and she just like get some information and oh my gosh.
That is That is embarrassing.
Who you are, or someone tell you to make yourself famous. But if you want to make yourself famous, I think you have the TikTok to do it and take your body. But for me, you know, everything for my patient, I have my reference.
Dr. Ray, let me translate that a little bit. Prescribe ai tau pe ai vitamin pe ko fai to ko ni ki ne patient ni alo dia ki pharmacy te ya ki poto e pharmacy te formatala mai ka ku atu e he to ta ai FDA guideline but te atu mai guideline ko ne website ko na tau so ka nai ka ne atu mau pe mo ne reference ka ku fa te ui mau pe ya ten ko ne wa ve ki pharmacy ta ko me ko ko to ki la ke pharmacy ona te ke graduated to tahe ko ni me high school ka ku fu fama au pito e tau tolu I tonga o fema uia ke tau fenga o aki pe mo to ke ta ke oange ai to si to nu ke kakai e time ko no to he to ai ko the prescription.
Yeah. For me, I am responsible for human life for my patient when they come to me. I never say anything without reference. Even some patient come to me from the hospital, and I wish if you have the chart, the dashboard for my patient, so can people see. Since I opened my clinic till the 16th of August, I saw 3,072 patients.
Okay.
Actually, 3,900, something like this, almost 4,000. Yeah,
Okay.
3,972 patients.
Okay.
I have 3,006 patients from the hospital. They've been taking medicine without any improve to their health. And when they come to me, the health improve. That's why, because I spend time with my patient, number one. Number two, what I give them, it's according to the guideline.
Yes.
It's not like patient come to me, I create some ideas. And what I explain to my patient, it's all logic. And what I explain to them, it's according to the guideline.
Okay.
It's very easy. If you follow a guideline, people will be happy. Because what I'm saying, if you go to anywhere, that's the guideline.
Right.
No one will say the doctor is wrong. But when they create some stuff, okay?
Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Ray.
People will trust. Thanks God, my patient trusted me.
Okay.
Okay. And in on top of that, we are in a small island.
Yes.
You know, I have people come
People
from
talk.
everywhere in Tonga.
Yes.
And all of them, he was sick. Like, you know, I'm in Vavau. And this lady just came yesterday and she called my phone. And what she said, I have the daughter. She called me and she said, I have one of my village. The lady was dying. The hospital told her that your mom have like 1 week to live, but that's like 3 months ago. And I surprised that my neighbor come to visit my mom. She has the same sickness and my mom is dying now. And I want you to see my mom because you healed the other one. So the patient tell the other. That's why they come to me. So for someone,
word of mouth.
Yeah, word of mouth is not even word of mouth. It's word of mouth and visiting. For someone, it's been like 1 week to live.
Right.
Okay. And now it's I be back to normal. And the other one have the same sickness. And he saw this neighbor, his neighbor is back to normal, enjoy his life. What happened to you? Oh, I go to the Egyptian doctor. That's why the people come to me.
Egyptian doctor.
You know, from next time, I will play some testimony from some of my patients. I think every week we'll play one testimony to see how it's going.
Let me translate what you just talked about, Dr. Ray.
So I think that's
Yes, Dr. Ray, what year did you start your clinic? August what?
I start, okay. When I arrived to Tonga, I arrived on the September 2018. I start my clinic in September 2019.
Okay. Okay.
November 2019, that's when I start the registration and everything. But before, I just was around.
Right. The reason why I'm only asking because go ahead. I just wanted to mention how many patients you have. Good. Wafe Taiwan ay kamatay clinic ko at Dr. Ray. We go Genesis Clinic. Ko ne kau patient in kau pe ko puke tala kau mahakian ito wafe hibangel fitua 3,972. Kau pe he togeta ko ito wafe maono ko hawim he farmaki ko kai ke lava he farmaki o fai hono fai to on autolu. Pe ko foi me ala he wa pe togeta okune ulagi okune tuku taimi ke tala noa mo patient. I got number 1 here. Spend time with the patient. Pag fikawa okune pehe okune refer mau pe ke guideline.個guideline na tau toki lave ko kia nai a Australia mo New Zealand. Pe time ko to pe o kiai mahaki o kau kiai og ne refer ma pe ke guideline pa ko tui ko ta haya ai uhinga ko og lotong ai baba utai ni pe ai mai mahaki ko ni na de lave ko kiai na na wo mai kiai ko ko fanong ope ko na fanong ope he nga we tonga pe og ui ko to ke ta ispite ka og ta mono ia tonga og ta ma e to ke ta ko ni I tonga pa ko ne kliniki ko Genesis Clinic o itonga pe ia ka glotonga I baba utai ni me pe guai pe ka mahaki baba utai ni me kuna usio kiai pe fine ko na la kiai na wang he pa mahaki ko Wikipedia ke ene mo ui pe ko ni ku le a o kiai he ahoni so I'll give it back to you Dr. Ray if you want to explain more about this lady that the hospital give 1 week for her to live and this like refer from another patient, eh?
To be honest with you, I can't even remember this lady because the last, look, every week I have like 5 or 6 at least come from the hospital, they near to die. So I can't, when I saw her Friday, definitely I will ask what the lady name. But for me, you know, I care about the patient, not even from the neighbor, because the neighbor now is Saibe. But she's the one is not Saibe. So I care about her. That's the very important one.
Right.
What I want to say, as Jesus said, no one can put light in the top of the mountain like city. No one can hide city in the top of the mountain, or they put light and cover the light. So I think my name in Tonga like the city in the top of the mountain. Right. And my handwork. As Jesus said, if you don't believe in me, believe in my handwork.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, and I believe through my patient, my handwork is known very well. And I'm so happy when they call me the Egyptian doctor or the Pharaoh's doctor or the Israeli. For me, it's God handwork. When you work from your heart, when you save people life from your heart, people understand. You know, people not stupid. Even the people is scared to talk, and they shut their mouths. I don't know why, but when they come to my clinic, they talk.
They talk too much.
They have right to go to the court. They have right to put complaint, but people is scared. People is scared to talk. For what? It's your life.
Yes.
If you're scared to talk, when Jesus, the soldier, slapped him in his face, he asked him, why you slapped me? But the people need to ask why.
Yes.
Why? This lady, this girl, 27 years old, she took the vaccine, she passed away. The mother was so angry, and she said, my daughter, take it. She was healthy, never get sick. Then the doctor told her, first of all, she get brain fever.
Brain fever.
Like if someone get cold, flu, infection, any infection, he will get fever. And then they told her, she passed away because of the stroke, not because of the vaccine. When everywhere in the world they record this type of biological issue by clotting, the people have right to record what happened to them.
Yes.
But here they deny. Why they deny? This is the people right, people life.
Yes.
And people, even if they shut their mouths, but they're not stupid.
Right.
When the mother lost her daughter, 27 years old, is different. You got it? So for people, I think, and I believe the people must talk for their right. For their right to have, not even for the vaccine, their right to have a copy of their blood test. And even if they send the blood test to overseas, they need to have right to have copy of what the overseas respond. I have this case, worst scenario. The young guy, he is 11 years old. Okay.
Okay.
He came to me. He get a disease called Bell's palsy. This one, the eye and the face paralyzed, just only.
Okay.
Caused by infection in the eye or in the ear. So when he came to me, because the doctor said he has like a couple of days to live because he get brain trauma. Okay. Did the doctor done a scan? No. Then I show them the disease and the symptoms, and they all happy. I start to give the treatment. Then the boy start to walk and see, and even the eyes not in tears anymore, and everything start to back to normal, and he start showing. Then the mother decided to take him to Tongan Faito in a wheelchair and sleeping. I've been angry because I've been asking what this lady touch which nerve, because I can send you sleep from any nerve of here. I can send you sleep the rest of your life, you know, but she refused. Then she said she just put oil. And then, you know, the guy, the boy have pain here on the left side. And that's where all this area infected, and the eye dropped and the mouse dropped.
Oh my God.
Look what happened here. The doctor said he get a brain trauma on the left side.
Right.
Perfect. They done a scan? No. Okay.
No
brain
trauma.
Blood test sent it to New Zealand. And the New Zealand sent it back. It's a brain trauma. Oh, really? Brain cancer from, how come they know it's a brain cancer? Without biopsy, without a scan, I just sent the blood test and the New Zealand sent it to me. And they exactly said it's a brain cancer. How? Just from the blood test. So if I send the blood test, they can tell me I have cancer in my foot from the blood test without a scan or biopsy. And in a top of that, we learn that the right side of the brain control the left side.
Right.
And the left side control the right side. So if these guys have a brain cancer, how come the cancer here paralyzed this area?
Right.
And his body was severe. But now after this lady touch, I don't know what she been touching there.
If I don't know, yes.
Please. This is not logic to me.
Right.
And I asked, did they show you the result? No, we're not allowed. The doctor done a scan, X-ray? No. So how did he know? And he knows it's here, not here. I want to understand, no?
Yes.
What they, like if the doctor said, and he, because he get pain here, so the doctor decide it's here.
It's in here. Oh my God.
So it's here, and here affect everything here. How come? You know, at least when you create a story, create logic story to the people.
Right.
But
Great.
for me,
Makes sense story.
you know what happened? Let me just this last word. If they catch someone take a copy, like a photo of the X-ray or the blood result, he will pay fine. You know that?
Oh, how much the fine?
Yeah. I think 500 or 1,000, because he's not allowed to take any copy or anything. When everywhere in the world they allow. And
yes,
you know,
even America.
You know what else? There is nothing on the Tongan Constitution saying or mention that the people, they don't have right to take a copy of the blood test or CT scan or whatever they do. Who create this law? There is no law saying like this, because the Constitution is not saying that.
Right. Because at the time they did not have the patients, right? Because I think Tonga never have hospital back in the days, you know. Maybe they have, but they never. So that's something that we need to add on to the Constitution, is the patient's right, eh?
Yeah, I think we'll talk about the patient right from next time. with my shirt. Okay?
Thank you, Dr. Ray, and I appreciate your time. For my I'll put the time at the fini. Pero for pek mo ma ako may program at fini. And thank you so much for your time and looking forward for next week to continue our health talk. Thank you, Dr. Ray.
You're malo, Peter.
Have a good night.
You too.
Malo.
Bye.
Lawalele at the program again for fini. Pamoy toketa. Kaya nga ime ang ingay ni na fake kaya ako ko ini fini. Te post at the website. Kaya nga me ako na vlog ko toketa kaya. O pehe ea ko patient ni magiheo no he wiki ko tope ok fa fok mai me farmagi ok sio kia pag ne pehe ea ok fema uia ki kakai ke na ulea ok ho toton ako giho o sivi toto pa wa ho toton ako ki patient right ai ko me fema ki eke ko ia ki he toketa ke ne wat ko nga information da pe ok ne te pehe ea oku mo ua donga ia kapate na ma ko tala ni mangyao kapate na uma ko ke faita ai ho sivitoto pe ko ola ko x-ray pe ngai me ne ton ke tau hanga o pe ea o pe ke ha me e ko instituto ne ke ia ha patient right ai tangata tonga ka ko tui ko ngai me ne firma o ke tau hanga e tau tol o pahu atu ke farelea ke na hanga o tohia ngai lao ko ni ke fakawa toi halao ki he patient right mai tonga ka kwa Emeline family te pe tau ko mai health talk he pefini pe tau toi hokwatu I he wiki kau pa ngata ngai tau programa pe ko ofatu ka modo pe malo mo me mai ki tau programa he pefini pe mo me
Kau tawa lepe amota kau nowe tau lulu fakama tau kalo ane au kihe oliote tuli hopo e malu tau tawa lepe amota tau nowe tau lulu fakama tau kalo ane au kihe oliote tuli hopo talakai pauniuka samboe huni oe otuloto pei monono fogau alu heheku opa omakai opo aela
Hello, good night. Mo mea, ka Emily Famnite, ka mo ko hosek he fafini, tu au fatu, pata to sio I he tu site kau, ki he proklama ko ya I Health Talk, again with Dr. Ray, pea ko pumpungi, ka tau proklama pea mo National Women Leadership of Fatu, and have a good night.